What up, Dokkanners? So today we are going to be discussing the new step-up summon format that has been announced for global. This has been the center of a lot of discussion, some debate. So I wanted to provide my take on this whole thing. I did talk about this in my previous video, the community reaction video, but I wanted to dedicate a full video for this so that people who are looking for this exact thing can find it. But as I said in that one, I will be repeating myself. So a lot of the concepts that I'm going to be mentioning here are covered in that previous video. If you already saw that, you don't have to watch this one, but it's up to you. This video is going to be going over how this new format is better, in my opinion, than the old format. I think most people, once they understand what exactly this is offering, will agree. However, there is understandable justification why some people don't totally see that. So this video is meant to inform and provide my opinion. If you guys have your own takes on this, feel free to share in the comments down below. And thank you so much for subscribing. We hit our goal, 90,000 subscribers. So if you are still, if you haven't subscribed and you want to support, feel free to subscribe. Our new goal is 100K, baby. So let's start by talking about the terms of this. One thing that I didn't mention in my first reaction video is that this step-up series, while it does contain more steps, 7 steps, it can be done as many times as you want within the specified period. So in case anyone was not clear about that fact, this is something that you should keep in mind. You are going to be able to do this step series with the guaranteed featured SSR at the end, unlimited amount of times before the discount goes away. So now let's break down how this works. You are spending discounted stones a couple of times. You are still getting 10 units. So 30 dragon stones, step 1, 40 dragon stones, step 2, 50 dragon stones, step 3, free, step 4, 40 dragon stones, step 5, 45 dragon stones, step 6, and then 7 or 50 dragon stones, step 7 with a guaranteed featured SSR. This is a grand total of 255 stones spent during that full set. So if you were to run that back again, that would be 510. You run it back again, so on and so forth, it'll add up. But that's how much you're spending. Now, we don't know at the moment if Global will also be getting tickets on top of this. I'm inclined to think that we're not, but you can't be too sure. I mean, all this crazy stuff that Dokkan has been announcing, nobody expected these sorts of things. So it is also worthwhile mentioning that until we are given confirmation that tickets are not appearing, we can't totally rule it out. But I will be operating under the assumption that we don't, because even without the tickets, I still feel that this format is better. So keep that in mind. Going back to last year, I pulled up my summons from last year to check out how my summons went, and how it basically works is buy 3, get 1 free. The first set of the buy 3, get 1 free is discounted. You spend 30, 35, 45, and then 0. After that, it reverts to 50, 50, 50, 0, 50, 50, 50, 0. As you do those summons, you get 3 tickets per paid multi. The discounted steps don't alter that, so there's nothing to worry about there. You get 3 tickets per paid multi with 0 on the freebie, which means every buy 3, get 1, you get 9 tickets. 9 tickets is not enough to do a multi. That's intentional by design. They do that because they want you to summon more to then get more tickets to do multis. But now your cup runneth over and you have extra tickets. So let me do another set of buy 3, get 1. That will allow you to get more tickets to finish whatever's left. Oh wait, there's still a little bit more. And as you do, like, I forget the math, but there's a certain amount where you would have to spend to fully account for all tickets, to then use all tickets in multi format. So they do it like that specifically so that they can get more people to spend more. It's a pretty ingenious, marketing tactic, but that's essentially how this works. It's simpler. It gives you free multis. Who wouldn't like that? So the question is, which one is better and why? The initial reaction when it comes to the new format is that less free multis equals bad. No tickets equals bad. While we don't know the ticket situation, the less free multis thing is definitely a hard detail to shake when you consider that free stuff is good stuff. So this was my synopsis in my ticket breakdown video, because before, this is what we were expecting to get. 3 tickets earned for every 50 stones spent, 9 tickets earned for a buy 3, get 1 free set. If you were to spend 500 dragon stones on one banner, you would earn 30 tickets for that banner. 9 free multi. This is not factoring in the discounts, by the way. 9 free multis plus 3 free ticket multis for every 500 stones spent during the discount period. This is essentially the breakdown for how that worked. So now let's compare the 2 sets. All right, we're going to be comparing the old format versus the new one. So we are going to be using 510 dragon stones as the total amount. The reason for that is because it costs 255 stones to do one set of this new step up series. So if you multiply that by 2, that's 510. It also feeds into last year's format to an extent. So here's the math. The old version, you will factor in the discounts 30, 35, 45, 0, 50, 50, 50, 0, 50, 50, 50, 0, 50, 50. The final set is incomplete. We will not be able to finish that in our 500 stones spent. We will have done all of these. So by doing all of these multis, we will get 3 tickets, 3 tickets, 3 tickets, 0, 3, 3, 3, 0, 3, 3, 3, 0, 3, 3. 17 total multis will be doable with 510 stones using the old format. 3 of them are discounted. These details, I don't know if people care as much, but I still like to be thorough. 8 of them are full priced, all of the 50s down here. 6 free multis. That's a lot. That's a lot of good multis when in 510 Dragonstones. Keep in mind, people, that no matter where you stand in this debate, one major factor that nobody can truly account for, and thus effectively kind of kills this whole debate, is RNG. If you are lucky, it doesn't matter. If you are lucky, it doesn't matter if the old format or the new one, you will get everything that you want. But because of your past experiences, you are probably more inclined to defend the format that you have used and that you were lucky on before. Whereas if you are unlucky on the buy 3 get 1 format, perhaps you're looking for a change of pace. That cannot be accounted for and quantified in this analysis, so I can't really give you a thorough, decisive answer. But I'm going to be talking about the things that we can control, and in general, my overall outlook on this, not factoring in luck. Because you could have the best setup. Every step up summon gives you a guaranteed featured SSR, and you get nothing, you know? It could still happen. 6 free multis, 3 of them are 0 spent, 3 of them come from the tickets that you've accumulated, leaving 3 tickets left over for singles. That can either be done with singles, or you could save up for more from finishing the rest of this and continuing to do more buy 3 get 1s. 0 guaranteed featured SSRs. This is important because this makes a difference, especially on the macro scale. Now we factor in the new format. Only 2 steps or 2 cycles. 30, 40, 50, 0, 40, 45, 50, 30, 40, 50, 0, 40, 45, 50. 14 total multis are done right here because we got 7 plus 7. 8 discount paid multis, 30, 30, or 30, 40, 40, 45, 30, 40, 40, 45. 4 full price paid. So when it comes to the full price stuff, you are paying a little bit less, but also you are getting less multis. Only 2 free multis. This, I think, is the crux of the argument. Less free multis equals bad. But when you factor in the final thing here, we still don't know about the tickets, by the way. We're assuming no, but there could still be. The final point is you get 2 guaranteed featured SSRs after doing 14 multis. I think that this compensates, more than compensates, for the fact that we are getting 3 less multis compared to the old format with the same amount of stones spent. The reason for that is when you look at these banners and you consider the fact that 2 of your summons out of 510 are guaranteed to be at least one of these, that is a much better prospect than doing 3 multis without any guarantee of that. You look at the Beast Gohan banner, you got a lot of heavy hitters here. You look at any of the banners, you got a ton of heavy hitters. RNG plays a role. I can't account for RNG, neither can you. So when it comes to the arguments for or against this, luck really just ruins it because you can't be consistent. So I am aware that luck can totally, even if I say, which I am, that the new version is better, your luck could be atrocious. And your guaranteed featured SSRs give you the same character. It could totally happen. It's happened to me. So I can't account for that, but I do think that this is still better because then when you take this up a notch, you take this on the macro scale, this is factoring in 510 stones. But what if someone wants to spend 8 multis or 8 sets on the Broly banner and 8 sets on the Beast Gohan banner? Let's just say they are prioritizing the 2 Dokkan Fests. They're going to spend the 77 special summon on Gogeta, the Gammas, whatever, right? So if you're going to be doing this 8 times through, that means you want to multiply this by 8, 255. That's a lot, right? So if we were to do the math here, 510 well, actually, wait, 255. So we'd be multiplying this by 4 because this 510 stones is doing it twice. So if somebody wants to do this 8 times, they would be doing it twice, 4 times. Okay. So we would multiply this by 4. So here's the math. The old version, if we were to multiply this by 4, the old version would get 68 multis with 12 singles, which actually gives you another multi. So 69 multis plus 4 singles with 0 guaranteed featured SSRs. The new version gives you 56 multis with 0 singles and 8 guaranteed featured SSRs. 8 of them. So if you are going to be summoning on the Broly banner through 8 cycles of the step up, 8 of your guaranteed featured SSRs are going to be coming in from this banner. So any one of these, you could get shafted and get Broly every single time. You could get shafted and get, I don't know, Spirit Bomb Z and Broly every single time. Or maybe one of those 8 guaranteed featured SSRs nets you one of these. So I think that this provides better value for budget players, for players who are trying to summon at a higher volume, and everyone in between. I think that this is a better way to spend the stones. And also, this is not a debate breaking argument, but I will say, as someone who hates doing singles, I very much despise the fact that after like 5 sets of summons on something, I'll still have a couple singles left over. This not having any singles does give me a sense of finality. Like, let's say I pull the guaranteed featured SSR and I get the Broly. I know that I won't have to go back in past the end of that step up series because I don't have any lingering singles. That's just a personal gripe that I have. This is not a, a major argument for or against, but that's just something that I would personally prefer. Like, after I finish, I rainbow Spirit Bomb GT on these summons, but I've got 5 tickets left over. I really don't want to just do singles. I would rather do a full step. I'd rather do a full multi. That's just my take. So that is my assessment of the new format versus the old one. I would love to know what you guys think in the comments down below. I know some people will probably still disagree, but I do think that in the end, people are going to come around on this. I do think that in general, people are not a fan of change, which is understandable. That's all human natural, right? When we had the Dokkan Fest Carnival format, people didn't like it because it's a new banner. People probably still don't like it, but people have come around on it. Then when we changed the marquee celebrations to not part 1 Dokkan Fest part 2 luxury, but mixing them, people didn't like that. But now people have come around to it. So I think that once people get into the nitty gritty and actually start summoning, I think that people in the end will find this to be the better outlook on summons. While you do get less, you get more value. More value with less summons, I think, is better than more summons with less value. And that is my TED Talk. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Go to the comments your thoughts on this whole debate. Old format versus new. Which one would you prefer? Which one on paper looks better to you? Let me know if there's anything that I missed. Give me some math. Lecture me on some math. Give me all your info in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content in the future and click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know when I see more of my stuff. Do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned and remember to Dokkan responsibly.